Louisiana Beer Reviews Michelob Light Revisited. This is a special edition revisit. So we have Michelob Light, introduced in 1978. And this one is from... I don't know, I can't figure out these codes. Okay, American Light Lager brewed with a blend of Hallertau, Strisel, Spalt, and other hop varieties, and pale malt, and corn. Not corn syrup, corn. It's this new shock top bottle. Remember in 2002, shock top hit the market, and it was Michelob shock top and had it in these bottles. And then they put all the Michelobs on these bottles. Okay, so it's embossed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times around Michelob. The original Michelob was introduced in 1896 as a draft-only option, and it was sold at Michelob bars, Michelob taverns, which was allowed when the United States had a more free enterprise system. They had bars that were dedicated to their own brands. But that's no longer allowed in the land of the free. Okay, this is an Anheuser-Busch tasting glass. In 1962, Michelob went with bottles. Introduced bottles. Then in 1967, they started with cans. So then you had draft, bottle, and can. And then in 78, with the onset of the light beer revolution, which preceded the craft beer revolution, the light beer revolution, Michelob signed on as the second light beer offering from Anheuser-Busch. And it's 122 calories, so it's barely a light beer, and some people could argue that it isn't really. 4.2% alcohol, 4.1, just like Busch Light. 4.1. There's an old blue glass Michelob Light glass. I bought this at a flea market for like 50 cents. We did a duo review, my friend David and I. It was years and years ago I did a solo review of this. I bought this at Total Wine and... No, scratch that. I bought it at... But it's the same price. I bought it at Dorgnac's food store on Veterans Boulevard in Metairie for $14.99, 12-pack. Yeah, you get musty, fermented grain in the nose. It's got more aroma than a regular light beer, really. It's kind of like the king of light beer. I mean, I know in sales, Bud Light is the king of light beer. But I'm talking about in actual flavor and quality. All right, let's go with the taste. Cheers. There's a honey note. Honey, malt, light white bread crust. A little tingling of bitterness, but it's minimal. It's very dry. 1 out of 5 sugar cubes. 1.5 out of 5 hop cones. Light to medium body and a dry, crisp finish. If I was looking to drink a light beer, and I wouldn't be looking to do that, honestly, on a special occasion, I would get Michelob Light. Most people, if you go to a restaurant and say, I want a Michelob Light, they're going to bring you Michelob Ultra. We know that. If you go to a restaurant and say, I'd like a Michelob, they're going to bring you a Michelob Ultra. We know that. Probably most beer drinkers are not aware that there are products aside from Michelob Ultra, that there is a Michelob Original Lager, currently at 4.9%, all malt, no corn or rice. Most beer drinkers are unaware that there's a Michelob Light, like I said, from 1978. I'm not downing Michelob Ultra. It's fine for an ultra light beer, low carbonation, low carb carbohydrates. I meant to say low carbohydrate beer when they had the low carb craze in the early 2000s. But the superior, in my opinion, the superior light beer on the market, you say Amstel Light. Yeah, that would be one of them. It's going to cost you probably be more than $14.99 for a 12-pack of Amstel Light. But the U.S. market, I think it would. If anybody asked me, what's the premier light beer for the United States market, I would say Michelob Light, without a doubt. It's in a way better than a lot of regular American beers, regular lagers, not light lagers. That honey taste, so balanced, so smooth, so perfectly made. I'm not going to start drinking light beer, I don't believe, but this would be a big temptation. I'd probably go to Natural Light because it's $20.49 for a 30-pack, but I mean, $28.98 for a 24-pack of this. Going to pay more, a good amount more, a good deal more. But you're getting more, you know. Like my friend David says, you get what you pay for, you get what you pay for. And that's why he spends a lot on whiskey, you know, and beer. But and in this case, it's certainly true. So, Les Bon Temps Relais, I'm going to score this a 95 out of 100. It's that good. A 9.5 out of 10. You say, for an adjunct light beer, you're crazy. Well, in the style, it's a most excellent product. Now, how does it pair with this? These buttery crackers and corned beef and sriracha sauce. Perfect. Michelob Light would pair well with anything. So cheers to the best, and we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to St. Louis, Missouri, and tour the Anheuser-Busch Brewery.